When the honored one lost his life, Okatsu Yuta already planned to swap with Satoru's body. The honored one is back.
They entrusted you with Yuta Okotsu precisely so we could prevent this sort of thing. There's no room for excuses, Gojo.
Well, that's good, because I don't have any excuses.
How can you joke about this? If Rika Orimoto had remained out of control, she could have wiped out an entire town!
If she had, I would have risked my life to stop her. Listen, now that we've seen it, there's only one thing we can say about that curse, and that's, I don't understand. Why did a little girl who wasn't from any line of Jujutsu sorcerers become such an immense and powerful curse? We can't control something that we don't understand. So it's just gonna take some trial and error. Leave it alone for a while and see how it works out.
Do not forget, Yuta Okotsu's execution has only been temporarily suspended.
And don't you forget. And if it comes down to that decision, I'll side with Yuta Okotsu.
Okotsu, just worry about getting away from him. He seems like the same type as Gojo. You'll die if you fight him.
He has an insane amount of cursed energy. Have you noticed? I have more cursed energy than your teacher, Gojo.
Who do you think beat the crap out of that body before I eventually stepped in and killed it? Yuta Okotsu, copying techniques without any conditions, and a bottomless well of cursed energy.
Rika, give it to me.
Snake eyes and fangs. Those are the cursed seals of the Inumaki clan.
Die.
How wonderful! Cursed speech is a powerful technique passed down in the Inumaki clan. Yet this young man pulled it off with less than a year of studying Jujutsu. You shouldn't have done that. Didn't Satoru teach you to imbue curses bit by bit like flash?
Gained his special grade status in 3 months. In this modern era, he is second only to Satoru Gojo, Yuta Okotsu, a prodigy. On the battlefield, 4 players with monster-like strength appeared. Each of the players had already destroyed their colonies. These players were so equally strong they created a 4-way deadlock. However, on November 12th, 11:28 a.m., a new player entered the colony alone, and the deadlock was broken. Name: Yuta Okotsu. Classification: Special Grade Sorcerer. Notable information: Prodigy of the modern age. Second only to Satoru Gojo, Uro and Yuta sense Ryu revealing his trump card, and respond by revealing that they have also been saving the exact same trump card. This is Sendai Colony's 3-way domain clash, and the reveal that Special Grade Sorcerer Yuta Okotsu has mastered such an ability at an even younger age than Satoru Gojo.
Okotsu, just worry about getting away from him. He seems like the same type as Gojo. You'll die if you fight him. Yuta Okotsu could never replace him.
Come out! Have you noticed? I have more cursed energy than your teacher, Gojo.
I'll enter a colony and participate in the culling game. The sooner the better. It'll mean acting on my own once again. However, in order to prevent us from clashing with each other, I'll avoid the nearby colonies. We should be aware that the colonies might cut off reception, so I might be out of contact for a while.
僕が反転術式を使えることを他の二人に知られたくない。リカはスタジアムでみんなに守っている。反転術式とリカを使わずに黒星を払いたい。
反転術式は厄介だが、呪力の消費が半端じゃない。ようやくそこが見えてきたな、乙骨。
しぶとい。みんながいるスタジアムからもう少し距離を取りたかったけど、仕方ない。おいで、リカ。
The Sendai colony had become a graveyard of titans, where 4 contenders of absolute strength held the battlefield in a permanent 4-way deadlock until November 12th at 11:28 a.m. The atmosphere shifted as a 5th player entered the fray alone, not to join the stalemate, but to shatter. In a staggering display of raw dominance, he dismantled the colony's top elites in a relentless 1v4 masterclass, proving that even among legends there is a higher one. The deadlock was over, crushed by the man with a mission, Yuta Okotsu.
Okotsu Yuta 所持ポイント35点。
How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like any human being that really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. I said I don't need more free time. I said I don't need more free time. Can't wait for the shows on the bus rides. Yeah, shit, I had a breakdown. Boss telling me I'm asking too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new ride. Clean up my yard, get the new south. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching, what does that mean? I've been learning, grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. All about a few, baby, I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the keys like I'm quite nervous. Hating when I lose sight. In the midst of the battle, Yuta spotted another player. That player was Jane Juliet, a special grade sorcerer. However, Yuta didn't cave in, quickly evading and reflecting Jane's attacks. Just as Yuta was going to deliver the final blow, another special grade appeared. It was Takako Uro, who could manipulate the air around him. Jane glanced over at Yuta, who had defeat written all over his face, when suddenly, Yuta summoned his cursed partner, Rika Morimoto. This left the others in shock, as Yuta's bottomless cursed energy was now in full effect. Yuta's plan was to take care of Takako Uro, when suddenly, these 3 monsters were ready to risk it all, with a 3-way domain clash, all shouting, "Yuji today!" I got this!
Without a moment's hesitation, both immediately charge towards Sukuna. Yuji and Todo move in perfect synchronization, bombarding Sukuna with a rhythm of attacks that is impossible to predict. Yuji throws a stone infused with cursed energy, blasting Sukuna deep into the ruins of the building. Although Sukuna begins to adapt to that insane speed, he notices that Yuji's focus always sharpens right before a swamp occurs. Anticipating a trick like the one used during the fight against Mahito, Sukuna prepares to ignore Todo and finish Yuji off directly. However, the flight of one of Mei's crows behind him becomes a fatal distraction. At that exact second, Yuji lands a black flash that crushes Sukuna's chest. As Yuji's fingers grip the wound deeper, the silhouette of Satoru Gojo suddenly emerges from the mist shrouding the battlefield. When the Honored One lost his life, Yuta already planned to swap with Satoru's body. The Honored One is back.
And on top of everything, you forgot the veil. Who's to blame?
Sensei! I'm asking you to stop this hunt for the culprit!
So it was you then.
I wasn't planning on showing up. But you got kinda roughed up, kid. I'll show the second years. Say cheese! You crying?
No! I'm not crying! Be more polite!
When are you gonna quit making yourself feel better by spouting all this bullshit? A drinking game then! Name all the things you like about Satoru Gojo! See who names the most! My turn! Everything!
You just keep on thinking that way.
Man, honestly, I'm actually shocked.
Oh really? Here come the excuses.
Not at all, Baldy.